Hi, my name is Dr. Phil Myers and welcome to your healing class. So, let's talk about why this class is being put together the way it is. So, my background started in exercise science where I learned how to exercise with weights, with manual resistance, with yoga training, qigong, tai chi, and a lot of the Eastern and Western arts of just overall strength and endurance and flexibility. Then I decided to go into the massage world where hands-on techniques on muscles, on joints, and on specifically the organs and the glandular system of the body, and how to help heal that through being a practitioner on other people. And the immense benefits that come from the overall massage techniques done on the human body and what that does physiologically for mental health, spiritual health, nutritional health, immune health, and the gamut moving into exercise, flexibility, endurance, and range of motion, and overall strength. Then I went into chiropractic school to learn the understanding of how the nervous system is controlling all this. For example, our framework of a structural bones, our skeletal system, works like an antenna that holds structure. And some of us are old enough to remember the bunny ears on our TV or the satellite dishes. They had to be aligned in a certain way to pick up the frequency of the waves of TV, of radio, of anything that we wanted to bring into our home, to listen to watch. Our body works the same way through the skeleton. The more structurally aligned it is, the more it's able to harness the energy from within and the higher consciousness, spiritual consciousness, and emotional work that we do through our healing journey. So that's the bony structure, and they really don't do much besides need to be aligned. Well, the muscular system is what aligns it. What controls the muscular system is the neurological system. You have your brain stem, and your spinal cord, and all the nerves that come out for our hands, our legs, and the rest of our body. So this neurological system controls the information that's coming from above and going down below and feeling what's in the body and bringing it up into the brain so it knows what to do, how to do it. And the body itself is automatic. It knows what to do. And then we have our consciousness, that our thinking, that helps us move into action and do the things we want to do. Our healing journey is always to clear out the mental, emotional problems that we have that make us live in fear, regret, where we just don't feel like we can move forward, and because of trauma, dramas, or anything associated with that, and then clearing out those mental, emotional things so our body can manifest itself through. So chiropractically, learning how that all worked, how the physical neurology worked through the energetic system of traditional Chinese medicine, and the acupuncture points that work through that, the neurotransmitters that transmit the data from our brain to our body and our body to our brain, whether it be brain chemistry or gut chemistry, and how they work through the brain-gut connection. Then getting into practice, helping my clients with all these techniques, from exercise to hands-on modalities of touch to the understanding of chiropractic, craniosacral work, organ work, movement work, nutrition, you name it. It showed up in my world, in my office, dealing with everything from cancer treatment, pre, during, and post, autoimmune diseases, Crohn's, IBS, you name it, from the gut issues, cardiovascular health, mental emotional health, dealing with trauma dramas from anything that happened when we were kids to present moment, to how am I going to show up into my future. All of that came into my world and comes into my office on a daily basis. the overlining question that's always at the end of every session is, hey doc, what can I do at home so I can make sure that I don't need you as much, and so that I can do whatever I got done here at the office, that I can make sure stays with me, so the next time I come, I'm not where I was, but where I am, and then we can move forward. And so besides, okay, let's eat right, get rid of the neurotoxins of food, besides thinking right and clearing out mental emotional thoughts, being able to have a connection with self and understanding negative thoughts and positive thoughts, how to clear out negative thoughts, how to have positive thoughts, besides that, and besides go exercise, get involved in some type of movement work, endurance work, or strength and flexibility work. Besides that, besides those things, what else is there? Hands-on techniques that I can do on myself, that you can do on yourself. So at the end of a session, I would say, okay, your adrenal glands need the most support. So this is the techniques that I did on you to help your adrenals. This is the things that you can then do at home. Besides those other things, this is the hands-on techniques that you can do for your adrenals. Okay, yours is cardiovascular. This is the cardiovascular things. Yours is digestive. This is the digestive. Oh, yours is brain balance. These are the brain balancing techniques. Oh, yours is vitality. This is how we move vitality through the body. So all these different techniques and desires showed up as to answer that question, what can I do at home? So over the years, I'm like, okay, what does a person need to know? Well, if I tell you where your adrenal glands are and you're like, I don't know where your adrenal glands are. What's an adrenal gland? Okay, so in this class, we've created an anatomy course for you. So you're going to have an entire anatomy book that goes through all the different things, and it's simple. It's easy. It's like, this is the system, the nervous system. This is what the nervous system is composed of. Brain, cerebellum, brainstem, spinal cord, peripheral nerves. Easy. Okay, these are your organs: lungs, heart, epigastrum, digestive. Where are those specific organs? Adrenals that sit on top of the kidneys. You have 2 kidneys, 2 adrenals. Okay, now you have an idea. Now you have a knowledge, which gives you your map to understand where things are. And then there's the physiology behind it. What do those specific organs do? And then there's the functional systems. If I bring, for example, your spleen, your pancreas together, what does that do as a system together? If I bring your heart and your pericardium and your blood flow, those are multiple things. How do they work together? How does my thyroid work with my heart, my adrenals, my sex glands? How does that move through contraction and relaxation of the heart? Those are the functional anatomies. So you have an anatomy book that goes through the specific anatomy, and you have an anatomy book that goes through the functional systems of the body. Easy. So, because a lot of us are visual and we need to know where things are and how things work. And so you have that, and you'll have this whole entire book that you can go over at your own speed and at your own rhythm. I've also done an audio for that book so you can listen while you look, because some people are very auditory in how they learn. So you got your visual learners and you got your auditory learners. And so then you got your kinesthetic. Okay, well, how do I do certain things? So you'll have the videos that are going to show you how to do the specific things. And then there's prescriptive therapy. This is how many times you need to do this. This is how long you need to do this. Okay, then there's your intuitive therapy. I feel I need to do this. Okay, I'm going to then do that. at a specific time and a specific rate that feels right for me for where I want to go. It's beyond prescriptive. It's not like, okay, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes for 15 sets and then I'm done. Okay, no, I'm going to set a timer for an hour, and in that hour, I'm going to explore the immense ability of my body, working through my strength, my flexibility, healing my organs, moving energies, keeping conscious, being aware. Okay, so there's different types. Now, the big question is, how long do I need to do this? In healing, in the human life, we want to work on living the most vibrant. Now, some of us are practitioners. Some of us aren't practitioners. Some of us have never done anything like this, and it's like, this is the time. So we're hitting people on different levels. So you need to be at where you're at. So if you've never done this before, learn your material. You're going to start doing the drill and learning the skill. If you're a practitioner and you've done the drills and you've learned the skills, you're going to work on really harnessing them in maybe a different perspective, where you're not doing it to somebody else, but you're doing it for yourself. And then trust me, when you start doing it for yourself, your ability to do it for others will amplify more and more and more. And then there's the guys that and girls that have never done anything, and you're like, well, okay, I'm going to learn it on myself first. Wow, you know what? I really want to provide this for, I really want to do a massage. I want to go into massage school. I want to be a strength trainer. I want to be a yogi. I want to go to chiropractic school. I want to go to acupuncture school. I want to go to something alternative healing and now be able to do it for others. This class will hit all of you and be able to help support all of you in that growth and development of your own self-healing techniques. So throughout this course, you have your visual learning, you have your auditory learning, and then you have your kinesthetic learning. So I am so excited to go through all this with you. Dive deep, have fun, make it exciting, make it a habit. Start every day. I'm going to do a lesson. As you've done the lessons, I'm going to start doing the techniques. Do the techniques. As you start doing the drill and learning the skill, you'll start, oh wow, I can do week 1 and week 2 together because I've done the drill, I've learned the skill, and I've done the drill, I've learned the skill, and wow, they merge. Perfect. So you're not spending all your time doing one part of the technique, and it's like, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to learn? You're going to start seeing that at the end of this entire course, you're going to be able to do everything together as one single connective healing process. And on the days that you just don't feel like doing everything, you just do one of the drills and you get the benefit. Like this morning, I just did my breath work, I did my cranial work, and I got my body flowing and moving, and knowing that I was going to be doing these videos, I'm like, I'm going to get a lot of my own work done doing the videos. So today I was like, I'm just doing that. Whereas yesterday, I spent 2 hours for myself, half hour at the gym doing weights, another time doing the hot cold, and then really working on the different organs that I specifically wanted to see healing more in my life. Now that there's no sickness and disease, I want them to be as vitalistic as possible. Because some of you are in a state of releasing trauma. Some of you are getting out of some type of sickness and disease or in one. And it's like, this is the time to start doing something for myself. So at each place, you're going to see your body get stronger and stronger and stronger. Because as you do these drills and learn these skills on your body, each system's going to get more blood flow, more oxygen, less toxicity, more flow, and more awakening of your mind. So your memory is sharper, you're able to think clear. So many things will happen for you as you move through the course. So again, I'm so excited to go through all this with you guys. So strap on, grab onto something. I'm very excited to work with this with you, and let's go.